Right, I'm fully aware I only made a video yesterday, but now that I've figured out, I've got into the habit of doing this kind of thing, I think it's time to make another one, and I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to answer it honestly. What do you get out of making someone feel that small? What do you get out of taking the piss out of someone only because you know you can, only because you've made them feel so weak, because you know they won't do nothing back? Don't you know how you're affecting that person? I mean, the fact that you have to do it with your friends, in front of your friends, do you know what? If you bully, you're a coward, you're insecure, you're unhappy with the way you are, that you feel like you've got to make everyone else feel the way you are, feel like shit, because you've got your own self-esteem issues. I mean, I'll give you an example. Vicky Mills. I mean, from as long as I can remember, and I've known Vicky for 10 years, she's been bullied from people in my school, people not in my school, people older than me, people younger than me, boys, girls, people I know, people she knows, people we both don't know, for the simple fact that she's ginger. Oh my god, someone's got orange hair, get the hell over it. Ginger is the hair colour, but Vicky is actually a really nice person. Yeah, she might have a bit of, she might not come from the best background, she might not be rich, she might not be everything you want her to be, but it shouldn't matter, because her hair colour doesn't define her as a person. I mean, I don't understand why you all pick on her so much. She's a really nice person. I'm actually quite lucky to have her as a friend. I'm quite lucky to know her. I feel quite honourable to actually be able to stick up for her. I mean, that's why I'm making this video. I think I'm quite lucky to know her, to have her as a friend, because I've never heard her slag anyone off. I've never heard her be mean to anyone. Yeah, she gets angry sometimes and she gets a bit stressy, but wouldn't you if you constantly had people criticising you, telling you how to live your life? I think you would. And, I saw her sitting on a bench the other day, crying her eyes out, because some girl's been bullying her, making fun of her hair colour, the usual. And it's not right. It's actually so wrong and so twisted. I'm getting sick of seeing it. No one deserves to feel that way. No one deserves to feel upset, unwanted, insecure, horrible. Bullying is horrible. I know how it feels. I mean, it only takes one mistake to fuck your life up, and I constantly, sometimes, I get comments, I know I've got a bit of a reputation, but I don't think I've ever done anything to hurt anyone. Yeah, I might have had a few arguments with my friends, but I've never gone out of my way to make someone feel like a piece of shit on the bottom of my shoe. No one deserves to feel like that. We're all put on this earth for a reason. We all deserve to be here. No one's better than anyone else. You might think you are, but you're not. And I know loads of people say this, but to be quite honest, if you have nothing better to do but then to try and get a reaction out of a person, to be quite honest, you're probably jealous, you're probably unhappy with your own life, you probably get so used, you probably went through that yourself, and you want to take your anger out on someone. Well, don't take it out on someone who's done nothing wrong to you, done nothing wrong to anyone. I mean, it's just so sickening. You don't know how far it could go. You don't know what someone could do. They could go home, cut their wrist, they could even commit suicide, and how would you feel if that actually happened? You'd have to live with that, you'd have to try and live with yourself. knowing as a person that you've been the cause of that. I mean, like, do you know, she's been bullied, Vicky's been bullied for so long that, I mean, the year 8 ball's coming up in a few months, and no matter how much people try to tell her that they like her, she still feels so paranoid and awful about herself that she constantly, like, disproves what other people say. I think she deserves to come to year 8 ball. I think she deserves to have a good time. I think people should just, like, back off. People tell her she needs to get a grip. No, I'm sorry, you're the one who needs to get a grip. Vicky's done nothing wrong to any of you, but then again, moving on from the subject of Vicky, if you bully, if you actually have it in you to make someone feel that small, to make someone feel like they don't want to be on this planet anymore, then I hate you. I have no respect for you. And I just don't understand how someone could be that cruel. I don't understand how people could be that cruel. I mean, why do it anyway? Does it make you feel good about yourself? Because I know if I made someone feel that way, I'd be pretty hateful towards myself. It shocks me how some people actually have the willpower in them to flatten someone's spirit, to flatten someone's confidence. I mean, to be quite honest, I used to be quite a really confident person. I had a fair group of friends. I didn't care what anyone thought about me. I kept my head down, I done my schoolwork, but then I got involved with all the dramatic side of things and everything went a bit wrong for me. I mean, everyone makes mistakes. I know I have. I know I'm not perfect. I don't try to be either, but I know this world isn't perfect. I don't think this video is gonna make a difference, but I need people to listen to me. Like, I can understand it if we've had an argument or you just taken a disliking to me because there may have been a simple reason for that, but making me feel like dog shit because of something you've heard, like, rumours are just as bad. And the fact that it could be as stupid as anything and some people just still believe it just shows how gullible you are. You thrive on that kind of superficial nonsense in teenage society. And I'm not even sure if I should put this on Facebook, but I know I get a bit paranoid sometimes. I mean, it's like the social networks that make it even worse. People are too afraid. Some people are too afraid to upload a picture because they think they're going to get a bad comment, or they think people are going to think they look bad. I mean, no one should feel that way. Everyone should be comfortable in their own skin. Look, I'm not the prettiest looking girl. Like, I know I've done bad things. I'm not that intelligent. Well, maybe I used to be, and I can be a bit of a bitch sometimes, but can't everyone? And I think you should just leave me alone, and I think you should just leave Vicky alone, and I think you should just leave everyone alone. That's all.